name is Brandy Taylor. Today I will be doing a persuasive speech for my oral communications class. This is my picture ID. And this is my audience. Okay. Today my speech will be about why the age to obtain a driver's license should be increased to 21. At the end of my speech, my audience will know and understand why the age to obtain a driver's license should be increased to 21 instead of 16. They will be convinced that 21 is a more responsible age to obtain a driver's license due to the maturity and dedication that our young driver will have. In Missouri, along with several other states right now, the legal age to obtain a driver's license is 16 years old. At 16, our young adults have responsibilities and guidelines that they should be following because they have restrictions that are on their license. But the question is, how many of them are following those restrictions? None, if you ask me. I know I didn't. At 16, you're overexcited about getting a driver's license. You're ready to be out on the road, and you don't realize that you don't have experience. Due to the lack of experience, there are car crashes. All of our teens are dying in car crashes because of the lack of experience they have and the foolish things they are doing when they get behind those wheels. So first, I will share and discuss some facts with you about the restrictions that the young drivers have on their license. I will then talk about different reckless driving experiences that has been going on over the last couple of years. And lastly, I will share with you some of the research and findings on why the age to obtain a driver's license should be increased. Like stated before, teenagers have restrictions on their license that they should be following. Some of the restrictions include things like they have a curfew. They're not allowed to drive between the hours of 5 a.m. and 1 p.m. During those times, their body is shut down. Their body is used to sleeping all of those hours, between those hours, so they're not able to be operating a vehicle during that time. Also, driving with a crowd is something you are not supposed to do. When you're driving with a crowd, it causes distractions. Distractions causes accidents. It's just the fact. Next, you are not able to, if you're going to drive between the hours of 5 a.m. and 1 p.m., if you're not going to school, from school, to work, or from work, you're in trouble. You're violating your driver's license. So those are some of the things to keep in mind, that having a driver's license at that age is not a good idea. Next, we're going to talk about some teen accidents that has been reported over the last couple of years. In 2009 itself, more than 5,600 teens between the ages of 15 and 20 lost their lives due to tragic accidents. The accidents were causes of drinking, excessive speeding. Even though that they're not able to drink at their age, somehow they're getting a hold to their beverages. You have the drinking, you have the, drinking, excessive speed, running lights, reckless driving. All of those played a big part in that 2009, all of the people that died due to those crashes. Next, 2 Hazelwood students just died a couple of months ago due to speeding and weather that they wasn't familiar. They leaving the restaurant and they flying down and they happen to lose their lives because they were being reckless drivers. Also, a couple of years ago in Chesterfield, there were 3 people that lost their lives due to someone turning a corner and losing control of the car, and he had alcohol in his system. So because of that, I think the age limits should be increased. When these people are behind the wheel, they don't know what to do. When teens are behind the wheel, they don't know what to do, and they're just stopping and letting go, and they're losing their lives. Lastly, we're going to talk about why the age limit should be increased to obtain a driver's license. MRI research shows that the corporal portal of the brain, which is the part that operates your body, the movements and all the things that you do, that is not fully mature until you're in your early 20s or mid-20s. So because that is not fully mature, when something happens, your body cannot react the way you want it to act. Not saying that it happens all the time, but that are one of the things that we want to think about when we're giving the license to the younger adults. Also, we have records that prove that The higher the age limit is, the more experienced the driver is. If you happen to wait to 20 years old or 21 to get your driver's license, you didn't held on to your permit that allows you to drive with someone for 5 years in order to gain that experience. Also, observing. If you're observing, you will know. So that's just a brief review of why the age to obtain a driver's license should be increased. It will be a beginning to start saving the young people's lives. In Missouri, that is something that we need to take advantage of and let the word get out. I don't know if we need to start petitions or something, but honestly, the age to obtain a driver's license should be increased to 21 instead of 16. Thank you.